चल चले ऐसी जगह ना पाए कोई जहाँ show me what you feel inside. होना है जो हो जाए वो कह दे मुझे दिल में जो करना है मुझे say hi. ऐसे चुराए ना पास आए क्यों दूर से शर्माए. मुझे भी ये लगता है तुझे कोई चाहिए तो baby it's a perfect time.
The original fans of Dua Lipa who love the original, they will have a problem with this. I think they're loving this as much as they've loved the original.
Hello everyone, welcome to PeepingMoon.com. I'm Rashita Sahani and today I'm extremely pleased to be chatting with Sukriti, Prakriti and Amaal for their remixed version of Levitating. Hi you guys, how have you been?
We've been great, just taking it all in. It's been a really big month for us. It's like the biggest collaboration maybe of our lives and careers. So just trying to still process it and yeah.
Okay, so firstly I want to know, it of course became very big, but how did this collaboration take place and its start?
So Warner Music and Dua Lipa and her management, they were looking to, make an Indian remix for this. They were doing it with several others. They've also worked with Madonna and Don Diablo, and from India, it's just us three. So when that collaboration idea came to Ruche Shukla from Outdustry, he presented several ideas of several producers from India, and I'm glad she picked me and thought I was apt for this production. And for me, I was sure that it was going to be Sukriti and Prakriti, representing India, because I think they are vocally very strong and very, I would say they have the right attitude in their voices, which matches up to the style of Dua Lipa. So there was no question about that. And I'm just glad that something like this happened for all three of us.
I see.
Okay, that's amazing. And Sukriti, Prakriti, what was your reaction like? Because I read a lot of your interviews and I know that you all are big Dua Lipa fans. So when it came to you, what was your reaction like?
Well, I think I feel like this month has been, like Sukriti said, it's been, it's been a very, very blessed month. Like this particular song was not happening and then it kind of happened, and then like it's seen its days, but now it's out and people seem to love it. There's a lot of reels on Instagram that, are showing us so much love in different ways. There are people who are actually loving the song and saying even things like they like this version, so much more. Yeah, it's a very surreal feeling for us, and being such an ardent fan of Dua Lipa for so many years, it really hasn't sunk in. I don't think it's going to sink in anytime soon, but yeah, we still have a song with her on Spotify.
Okay, Sukriti, what about you?
Exactly the same, but the fact that it kind of has happened for us in the whole of the country is it's a lot of responsibility also, because people start positioning you like that, and I feel like Amaal in our country is the youngest and one of the most talented people around. He's had like he's done everything you can imagine. I mean, when it comes to his dance songs, when it comes to his ballads, the kind of movies that he's done, so obviously this is also something that I saw him do, like even if it wasn't for me, but like I would associate him with something like this. So I'm not really surprised there, because I think that's what he does, right? He does like every genre, and I think to be versatile is so rare, especially as a composer. So I mean, we always saw him do it because he can, and he also is into a lot of global music anyway. Like I feel like our relationship with Amaal has always been about sharing music and so he makes us hear songs from different countries, different artists that we don't know, and we try to do the same thing. So to be able to be a part of something like this is amazing for all of us and for all the same reasons.
So sweet. Itna sara pyar. Thank you.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Okay. And Amaal, picking up a song that's already been like a blockbuster, her version, Dua Lipa's version was widely, recognized and appreciated. Taking it up, did you ever feel the risk that if it doesn't go as planned and, it's a very pretty popular song already, did that risk ever come, the factor of, being hesitant? Did it ever come?
I think if I'm hesitant, I never do it only. And here I was quite sure, that I was going to get to do what I wanted to do. Sometimes what happens is when you remix the songs in India, there are limitations. People wanted a certain way. Here, it was very clear that it was left to me and Dua Lipa to just listen and have our notes exchanged as how we wanted to do it as artists. And then when we all three of us sent her, the version that we did, she immediately loved it. There were no like millions and billions of changes, maybe just about certain balance of maybe Hindi and English lyrics. But she was really kicked about the approach. She really loved their voices. And she liked, the overall genre change we did from making it an 80s song to a today's Indian reggaeton, Punjabi, approach in terms of elements and stuff. So there was I never think like that. I try to do my best, and if the original artist is happy with what I've done to their song, then I think people will always follow.
Definitely, correctly said. Yeah. And Sukriti, Prakriti, now that, as you also mentioned, that once you have done a collaboration like this, people start looking at you in a different way. They expect much more from you, better music in terms of everything. So do you feel an added responsibility after the success of the song?
I mean, it's definitely a responsibility, but at the same time, it's a very big honor for us. So I'm just gonna understand the fact that something like this has happened. Like, I don't think Dua Lipa has ever collaborated with any Indian artist before. So, it's a very big honor for the three of us to have done that, or we'll always be the first ones from India to have done something like that. And of course, that puts you in a very, very different light in a way that I think the kind of people who messaged me after knowing that this collab, and because there's so many fans in India of Dua Lipa. So just how many people have, personally called and wished us luck. I think at that time it didn't sink in. It still isn't. But yeah, I mean, everybody, they say that they love the song, and the next thing they say is that, we're looking forward to your music. So yeah, I mean, and honestly, we need this to kind of be on top of our game. So responsibility works very well for the both of us.
Yeah, I think what she means is we work really well under pressure.
So always something that we're always trying to be better at what we do, because that's exactly who Sukriti and I are as people. We're always trying to improvise and do better and better and better. And the next song should always be better than your last. And that's what we're hoping for.
Okay. Sukriti, would you like to add on to that?
No, exactly. I mean, obviously it is a responsibility. I mean, it's you always have to better the last song, like how she said. But at the same time, I don't like to give myself too much pressure. I feel like, it's an art at the end of the day. It needs to come very naturally. You can't force it. And I feel like artists should not be in a place where they're constantly told what to do and what to make and what to post and things like that. Like, it should just happen naturally. Like, if it's not happening, then it's not happening. And it should be okay to give yourself a break now and then. So I feel like right now, for example, I've taken the weekend off just to think and maybe just, rejuvenate. And things like that really help. So yeah, I think the next song, I think 4 or 5 singles a year is our goal. But even if that doesn't happen, even if it's lesser than that, I'm okay as long as it's good music and people are enjoying it. So.
Okay, that's fantastic. And there was so much actually love amongst the industry people. Like even Prakriti Chopra shared the song and congratulated you guys. And there were other celebrities as well. So did you, while making and while collaborating, did you expect such a huge response from within the industry?
Honestly, when we were working on it, my only wish and goal was that it comes out. I did not think what's really going to happen after that. I was just hoping that, this kind of sees the light of day. That's it. And we've had quite a journey in that aspect also. But I didn't think what's going to happen when it comes out. I just knew that I wanted to happen. So, but yes, Amal's done the music for Sena, and Pariniti shared it. And a lot of other people also shared it. And it's amazing. And a lot of responsibility again to have that kind of love. But I'm just glad people are liking it.
Okay. Prakriti?
Well, I mean, yeah, there was a lot of love for sure. There were a lot of people sharing the song, talking about the song. It's still getting a lot of love and attention. And I mean, that's what we worked for, right? I think, like Sukriti said, for the longest time, we didn't know if the song's really going to release. And now the fact that it's did, I think we're going to just take a while and celebrate that.
Okay. Amaal?
I think for me, it's obviously another feather in my cap, I would say, to just it's a level up to do a collaboration with Dua Lipa. And usually, remixes aren't easy. When you have to do it, you have to be a little careful. But having the original artist so satisfied and loving what we've done, that's the first victory. And then obviously Pariniti is really close, and I'm glad that she liked the song, and Jacqueline's also shared it. A lot of people are still discovering the song, but immediately in its first week, 10 days of release, it's got so much love. So many people have shared it. So many people have done reels and covers on it. Both the girls have done such a nice reel on it. It's one of the top most viewed reel on Instagram right now, with more than 1 million views and stuff. So it's amazing. It's just seeing us be there in that position with someone who's such a big star, done such great work, a Grammy Award winner, and the timing. It's a cosmic conspiracy that all of this happened at a time where where we didn't know it was going to happen now, tomorrow, when, but it happened at the right time, I can say. And you can see us, all three of us, smiling and really happy that it's happened. So that's the best feeling ever.
Okay. And whenever a song is remixed, there is always a certain comparisons that are drawn, and it is just the nature of how the industry works.
Yes.
So were you prepared to face those comparisons? I don't know if any of the comparisons have directly been made yet, but if any.
I think a lot of young kids have actually tagged me and Sukriti and Prakriti, saying they love it, and they feel it's a lot of Dua Lipa fans also who have heard the original have loved the Indian twist that we have done. And so, the responsibility always is there. I also don't pick up remixes in India. It's a very limited choice. I would do about 3-4 if I feel I can give my 100% and bring at least our world to it. So I think both of them have got their attitude and their style and their singing jobs to it, which, for me is something very important for this song, where, it could have fallen flat if the voices that we put in the song were not correct for, the English vocal. But I see that they're on par with Dua Lipa in their attack, in their power, in their singing skills, everything. So it balances out both the worlds beautifully, So I think that is what's important. Musically, we have created something really nice and heartfelt, in terms of, not spoiling the essence of the original. So I don't think the original fans of Dua Lipa who love the original, they will have a problem with this. I think they're loving this as much as they've loved the original.
True, yeah. And Sukriti, Prakriti, would you like to sing the song, maybe 2 lines, because I'm sure everyone would love it.
Yes,
Sure,
for sure.
we'll sing it.
Okay.
चल चले ऐसी जगह ना पाए कोई जहाँ show me what you feel inside. होना है जो हो जाए वो कह दे मुझे दिल में जो करना है मुझे say hi. नजर चुराए ना पास आए क्यों दूर से शर्माए. मुझे भी लगता है तुझे कोई चाहिए तो baby it's a perfect time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think it sounds like even better when it's heard live.
Thank you so much.
Most welcome. Okay, thank you so much, Sukriti, Prakriti, and Amaal, for joining in. It was a pleasure chatting with you guys.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. We'll chat soon. Take care. See you.
You take care. Bye-bye.